sex in the galleys, and who might be watching you, tips and tricks for the holiday travel, drinking on the job, $2,000 fines, why are our appliances breaking down? All of this and more, next on Cabin Pressure with Sean and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure. Holiday season in full swing.
Man, full swing, man. It's up and running. Lights are on the house. We got people decorating. Everybody up in the freaking Northeast is getting snowed in or snowed on or trying to run for a freaking warm shelter.
Especially on the east side, man. They're getting a lot of snow there.
Oh my goodness. And when we say east side, we're up here in Northeast Ohio. So the east side gets all that lake effect snow. It's just like,
You should have realized that though when you decided to move in a place they call the snow belt.
hey, when I built my house, and that was one of my considerations. I would not build a house in the east side snow belt. I was like, had no interest in it.
If I was moving somewhere and they said, "Oh, this is the snow belt," yeah, I think I'm going to go the other direction. There ain't no way I'm living here.
Dude, I was that guy that, like, when I built my house, I did so much research. I mean, the only thing that I missed, there was one thing I missed on my house, and that was how I built it. I missed the direction of the sun and how it went in. I didn't think about that. But outside of that, man, I was literally coming out here sitting on the lot, like, how's this? Is this the lot I really want? Is this, what's it like out here?
Well, as soon as you get up by the lake, man, it is freezing. I mean, it's like 10, 12 degrees colder.
Oh, way colder. The closer you get to any of the Great Lakes are just like unbelievable.
Yeah, they got blasted with snow on this last one. That's for sure.
Right.
But, this part of the year, loved it, was putting the tree up and had to watch Chevy Chase Vacation.
Oh, dude, there's so many movies out that are like holiday you must watch, during the holidays.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That is one of the top.
Yeah, it's a must watch. But I love when the cat gets fried.
There's so many moments in that movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, he when that time when he's actually plugging the lights in.
Yeah.
And he has that meltdown. He starts kicking the Santa Claus and the reindeer, starts breaking off the reindeer,
right.
stops them.
The kid meltdown, he's having it as adults.
I don't care how many times I've seen that stupid thing. Every time I laugh. Anyway, the other one I really like seeing is Polar Express.
Yeah, Polar Express is cool. It's cool.
Tom Hanks is the conductor in that one, and that one, the Christmas, it's something about that little bitty, the Christmas bell, the believing in Christmas.
Yeah, I'm such a movie guy. Like, I love that AI animation and all that stuff. I mean, that movie was really well done.
But the one thing I love about Polar Express, though, is truly, because we've gotten away from what Christmas, the true meaning of Christmas is. And when you watch Polar Express and you get towards the end of it, and it's actually the belief.
Of course, yeah.
But that's a cool thing. I mean,
right.
You go through this whole movie, and at the very end of it, it's actually the believing part, and that's the greatest thing with kids is that they still believe, and that's cool. I mean, I don't care. Every time you see it, it's actually really cool.
So I just went out with a dinner last night with a buddy of mine, and you're talking about belief and everything, and he was talking about the elf on the shelf.
Oh yeah,
dude. He's talking about it. He has a granddaughter. His granddaughter's I think 6, 7 years old, and he didn't have an understanding about the whole what this is. So she was having a little sleepover at his house, and they gave him the elf for the sleepover, but he didn't know what to do with it. So he got a little bit of brief, whatever, and he put the elf out and. She wakes up and he kind of they're having breakfast and he kind of he goes, wait a minute. He goes, who is that over there? And then she turns around and loses her shit. Like, I mean, just goes crazy. Like, he's like, I've never seen her so excited. Like, she was just out, like she had seen like a superstar. Like, it was struck right there with this little elf. And then she's like looking at him and all this stuff. And she's like, Papa. And he's like, where's the note? There's no note. You didn't leave me a note. And so he didn't know, he didn't understand the whole process.
He got like 50% of it, right?
So he had to go and like do some research on this whole thing. What was the proper procedures?
He just brought the elf home.
Right.
Oh my God.
And then, so my nephew and they're my great nieces and nephews, they had the elf too. And so last year they did the same thing to them, but they didn't have a note. And so what they did was actually they had a note and they wrote a note to him and they were like, oh man, he must be an invisible note, because when they were like, look what he wrote this thing in it. And they're like, the adults were like pretending, they couldn't see it.
Oh, so pretend let's not ruin it for them.
They were like pretending they can't see the note itself.
Oh, okay,
so it was like an invisible note, but only children can see it.
Oh, okay.
And they were, totally, again, they lost their shit. Like, they were like, this is like, we're so special because we can see this and they can't. Like, we got something over on
Well, that goes with the Christmas bell and Polar Express, because adults can't hear the bell.
Right.
Because they lost their belief in it. And that's kind of cool, though. Actually, it's kind of tied that right in, didn't it?
Right, exactly.
Oh my God.
It was a really cool thing, man. But what's been going on with you, man, lately?
Nothing. Holiday travel. But this time of year, I really like it. It's a lot of fun because you get these passengers that come on, and you'll get the ones that are really, really cool. They'll come on board. They're real happy. Probably I'd say about 95% of them are in really good spirits. I mean,
right.
they love what they're traveling to go see family. It's all a lot of fun for them. They come on board. These guys are great. They give you these little bitty gifts all the time for the holidays. It's phenomenal. And they give you the little Starbucks gift cards. I mean, the crews love those.
Yeah, this is like the season. I mean, last year was the first time I got a Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had never got a Dunkin' Donuts.
I've never got one.
Yeah, it was always Starbucks.
Yeah,
always.
Starbucks.
And then all of a sudden, one time I got a Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, what? I didn't even know they did that. Because Starbucks is such a dominant power in the coffee, air and all the airports and all that stuff. But it's cool. I got one of those too. Yeah,
95% of all the travelers, man, they're a lot of fun to have on board, and their families and going seeing their families is a lot of fun. And then you got that 5%.
That 5%.
Ones that bring all the shit they're not supposed to bring.
Always,
They're miserable.
Didn't take enough time to get to the airport.
Threw their Grinch hat on.
Yeah, they Grinch hat. And they're angry at everybody else because they screwed up and they're whatever their situation is.
And we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. A couple incidents with some holiday people. But hey, what's been going on with you?
Man, you know what? Yesterday, I had a real fun privilege of going down to watch my godson do his signing. He got a full ride scholarship to the University of Minnesota.
Really?
To be a Gopher. Yeah, he's going to be a running back for the University of Minnesota. So they had a big signing for him and everything. Hats off to my godson. Love him to death. Grant Washington. Just can't say enough about like his accomplishments and where he's going and all that stuff. And his dad's like, hey, I'm so excited for him to do that, but I got free college.
Best thing on, you didn't even have to pay.
Right. I don't gotta pay.
Yeah, I love that.
So he was like, for a celebration, he took everybody out for like a very nice restaurant.
Well, he can splurge.
Yeah, so he was like, I'm not paying for college, man. So,
did he tip too?
Yeah. So it was fantastic, man. But props off to that. That's that's what has been happening with me. Other than that, I've been working on my book, man, and I'm writing a book right now. Actually, just published a book, and
what's the name of the book?
It's a book called Pickleball for Everyone.
Oh man, I love pickleball.
Yeah, pickleball is like the number. It's the rage out there. Like, so I mean, it is like the fastest growing sport in America. And I just thought, hey, I'm like totally into it. And I started doing all this research about it. And there's like this intimidation factor in pickleball. Like when you first go, people don't go onto the course because they just don't understand it. And if you don't know somebody that's like in doing it yet, like you don't like, it's not like walking up and everybody knows how to play basketball.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of rules that go with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules. It's the scoring's confusing, all this stuff. So I started doing some research and all this stuff, and decided to put together a book. And Pickleball for Everyone. It's on Amazon right now.
Well, you know that I'm getting it, and I'm gonna review it. You're gonna get my review.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. All right. Awesome.
No, I bet you it's gonna be a great book. Like I said, pickleball is phenomenal, man. It is a fun game.
Yeah, it's a super fun social game. Like I've been to different states, different like probably 3, 4, 5 states now. I've played pickleball and no matter where you go, who you're playing with, any age group, you got young kids or just like I'm talking about like single digit kids out there playing pickleball to you have grandparents playing pickleball, and it's all mixed. It's just a super fun social sports.
But you know, the cool thing about your book though is you get to download it.
Yeah, download
Take it with you.
This weekend. Well, it's not going to be this weekend. It's going to be this weekend coming up. But by the time you hear this, it's already been passed. But I'm doing a free download promo on the book. But I will have future promos. So stay tuned if you're looking for.
That's the one I'm going to review as a free one.
Right. I know you will, you cheap bastard. Anyways. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, man. Just diving on into this whole thing, this process of making a book for the first time.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to talk about a couple things that happened though this week.
What happened, man?
Did you see that video? Well, actually, they had a video of two people were having sex in a galley.
What?
Yeah, in the front galley.
What?
In the front galley. You know how they were caught?
How?
They didn't understand that there are cameras on the plane.
Yep, that's the first thing that was going through my mind. I'm like, what plane were they on, and how did they see this?
Didn't understand that, Sean.
Yeah. People don't understand that. 9/11 changed the world.
And there's probably 3 to 4 cameras looking right at you.
Yeah, there's cameras on the planes that people don't realize. I mean, we protect the cockpit, so the pilots can see in the back, and they got cameras on all the new aircraft. So.
And it's a big screen.
And it's actually it's in like I think they could put it into the indie screen in the new aircrafts. Like they can switch it over to whatever 3 screens, whatever. They do different angles.
But if you didn't get the 3 screen, it's the main screen.
Right, it's the main screen.
And trust me, they got all camera views on this. What's going on?
Yeah, so evidently these people were on this plane and didn't realize there was cameras.
Yeah, but there's more to the story than that, though. Here's the funny part. So they got caught.
Right.
But you know how they got caught? The pilots of this, they videotaped it on their own phones.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
And they put it on social media.
They did. When will people learn, folks? You do not do things like this. I mean, there's some things you can get away with in social media. Trust me, there's some things, but that's not one of them.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be flying the airplane.
Yeah, you're supposed to be flying the airplane, first of all, 1. And 2, you're not supposed to be like defaming or somebody, one of your customers. So
it's funny as shit, Sean. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
it's funny. It's funny that, this couple decided that they were going to go up in the front part of their aircraft
and think you're alone.
And think they're alone.
We got away with it.
No, there's no crew up here. The flight attendant isn't here or whatever. And they decided they're going to join the Mile High Club, and they got caught by.
They're lucky they
were giving the cockpit a show.
Could you imagine if they could have fed that to all the TVs? Oh my God!
No,
that'd have been horrible.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
But so anyway, these pilots are looking at some definite disciplinary.
Yeah, you don't do that. The situation is hilarious, but you don't do that.
Hey, another thing you don't do.
What's that?
Don't come to work intoxicated.
No, that's a no.
So
Let's pause for 1 second. It's a no today, and you and I can know that back in the day before they started doing drug testing, alcohol testing, there was a day in the airline business that happened, and we worked in that era.
Oh yeah.
Back then, there was shit going on. A lot of shit going on. But in today's world, no. If you want to keep your job, you don't come to work intoxicated or high.
Not a smart thing. But there was a couple flight attendants that got popped over this last week.
Where?
They were coming out of Amsterdam. Now this is what blows me away. Now in Amsterdam, they actually have airline police personnel that this is what they do. They do a sweep.
So they do like a crackdown sting of all like the whole airport. Everybody, it's not like one.
Every
airline.
crew
Is like does anybody. Crew.
But you don't know when they're coming. So it was a Friday, and they
random drug screening.
Yeah, but they did it for like 445 crew members.
Wow.
So out of those 445 crew members, they had gotten 2 from the same flight. 2 of them.
They were in the same place. They were in the same place last night.
Yeah, they're in the same place today in trouble.
Right.
But anyway, these 2, one of them was barely over the limit. I think it was like 0.24 somewhere that over the limit.
Right.
But the other one, 7 times over the limit.
Gosh. She or he was out of their mind.
7 times over the limit. What the hell were you thinking?
I don't think I could even walk on the plane.
But what were you thinking?
Yeah. Well, they weren't thinking. They were still high. They were drunk, high, whatever they were.
you flat out stupid. But anyway, he ends up paying, I think it was like $275 because his was like a small amount. And she ended up paying like, I think it was like $2,000.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And they might lose their job as well.
Well, as airline personnel, you're not allowed to consume alcohol 10 hours before a flight.
Yeah. That goes for Europe, right?
Right.
So, around the world, there's different regulations and different measurements. I know here in the company we work for it's a 12-hour limit, and you can't do it 12 hours before, but it's they're in Amsterdam. They're getting, let's do it, Amsterdam.
But why would, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, today, it doesn't make it. Why would you jeopardize your life, your career, and everything just to go get drunk? That doesn't make any sense.
This is young and dumb stuff.
It doesn't make any sense.
I guarantee you that both these flight attendants are in their 20s. Guarantee you.
They had another flight attendant. They had a third one that actually it tested positive too. It was a separate airline. So they got 3 of them in their sweep.
Wow. Out of 445
crew members. But anyway, they should get 0 because it doesn't make any sense.
No.
For you to be in the airline industry, especially whether you're a pilot, whether you're a flight attendant, it's the stupidest thing to do is to come to work intoxicated. Makes no sense at all.
Man, I know people have problems with alcohol and drugs and all that stuff, and we have all kinds of different things happening in our lives. But again, there's just no excuses to bring that into your professional world.
No, because we have there are outlets that you can go if you do have problems, and there's outlets that every company has it, and go get help. You can go get help.
Yeah.
But you don't have to come to work like that. You can actually go get help, and then that way your job is safe. At least then you can go get the help, come back, your job's still there. But if you do this and come to work, your job's not there. You're gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that goes to the steps of I'm no expert on rehab and all that stuff, but first step is admitting you got a problem. So.
Well, your first step there, if you come intoxicated, you're just gone. Right? Yeah. There's not even admitting a problem at that point. You're just gone. But they had a pilot back in March. Just a perfect example in the United Kingdom. He was jailed for 10 months.
That's crazy.
10 months.
Here's my thing about the whole situation about this pilot being in jail. I don't care if you're out. Well, I know U.S. law. I know what they can do, the repercussions of my actions here in the United States. But when you are flying to these different countries, I mean, I'm telling you right now, you don't want to end up in some of these prisons.
No.
And they have a much stricter rules than we have in the United States, a lot of these countries. And it is amazing. For instance, in my lifetime, I'm a military brat, grew up all over the world. And in Italy at the time, it was legal to take a 3-inch blade of a knife and stab somebody in their ass.
How the hell did we go from?
I'm trying to follow me here. You can go into these different countries and they have crazy ass laws and they have different restrictions than we have. So don't go over these countries thinking that you're going to be an American, okay? Because these countries have different laws. And what I'm saying is, like, in the United States, you'd be, you could be put in jail for stabbing somebody, right?
Right.
Whereas over there, hey, this is just a social.
But how many times have I told you that travel-wise, Americans have a false sense of security?
Yeah.
They always do. They go somewhere else and they're like, I'm an American. Well, that don't mean shit.
This whole thing that we're talking about here is kind of a false sense of security.
Exactly.
They're not going to catch me.
No, and then you get popped and then you're done.
In a foreign country.
And then when you do 10 months, it's actually 10 months. There ain't no good behavior.
Dude.
It's 10 months.
I don't care. If I'm going to a foreign country, I'm on my best behavior because I do not want to do anything to get into anybody else's prison.
Yeah, it's like when you go through customs, right? When you're going through customs, it's like, yes, sir, no, ma'am, whatever you get through the customs area.
I am straight as straight can be. Like, just do not, arrest me.
I think about that too. Whenever I go to an international destination, the one thing that I always do, if I leave my room, the one thing that I always do before I leave my room, I check my bag.
Check your bag out.
Yeah, I do. Because if I go work out and I go use the facilities down there, I make sure, because of our situation and what we do, I make sure that nobody put anything in my bag.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to be super careful when you're outside of your home territory, right? You don't know everything that's going on in the world and how they operate. So
yeah, I definitely, whenever I do that, do not have a false sense of security. I do know what goes on out there, and I don't have that false sense at all.
Right. I'm telling you, man, beware, crew members. Be on your best behavior.
And guys, listen, don't go to work drunk, for crying out loud. Stop drinking. I mean, have your fun, sure, but there's a limit. Stop. Don't do it. Your job's not worth it. And if you happen to catch somebody video having sex in the galley, do not videotape and put it on social media. Don't do it, because you're going to lose your job there too.
All of us want to do that.
All right, listen, I got to tell you.
Oh, wait. Just to add on to your advice there is that, it's the holiday season. And so you better not watch out, better not pout. Somebody's watching you.
Better not cry. All right, listen, I got to tell you, I've been working on a broken washing machine. I got to rant about this.
Oh, man. I'm with you here. All these appliances today, total shit.
They're made to break. They suck.
Yeah. I think we talked about this before a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about it again. All right. Look, I have an LG front loader.
Right.
Okay. What kind of machine you have?
I have a Samsung. I'm a Samsung house.
All right. These things are made to break, people. I don't care what anybody says. They're made to break. Okay. So first of all, I had a problem. You hear this grinding in the back of the machine. All right. That's your bearings going bad. First of all, when they send these things out with bearings, and the reason why I know this is because I take the damn thing apart and I fix it.
Right.
So I took this thing apart. Well, when they send the bearings in these things, they barely put enough grease in these things. So these bearings are actually made to fail within 5 years.
Oh, dude. And they're made with that fiber, whatever, plastic material.
They changed.
They wear down, quickly. And, how many thousands of times are these rollers and stuff going over and over?
And the speed of them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that the speed of them, and then the moisture gets in there. And what happens is that grease is basically eliminated in the bearings, and the bearings just disintegrate in the back of these things. Right. And so they're made for 5 years for what? Now let me explain this, the reason why. So they're made for 5 years. You as a consumer, you purchase this machine. The guy comes in. Now the parts for those bearings are probably about $70 to $80.
Right.
But for the guy to fix it, it's about $500 or $600. So now you think, well, I'm just going to get a new machine. So you take that washing machine, and that guy is nice enough that you got a new machine coming in. So they take your old machine.
Right.
And they bring this brand new machine that you just put in there, and now it works. Now that machine, they're willing to take that. There's a reason why. Because the main control board right there's nothing wrong with it, can be resold for anywhere from $250 to $350.
Right.
Now, all they have to do is repack bearings in the back of this thing. Now, you have to know how to take this thing apart and put the bearings back in it. Now, they're going to sell this whole unit for about $500 or $600 that you paid about $1,200 or $1,300 for this thing at a used place. This is the biggest freaking market that I've ever seen, and just absolutely pisses me off because I'm in the middle of this thing. Now, they also, in these main boards, I got to tell you something too, in these main boards, you take off these main boards. Now, what they do is they soak these things in silicone now.
Right.
They say to protect them.
Yeah, it's just a seal in the parts so that you can't go and solder them in and out yourself.
Exactly. Bunch of bullshit. They got a couple fuses in them. It's a slow blow fuse. They're like $1. And you could actually, if you know how to solder, you could pull this fuse out, solder this new slow blow fuse in for $1, and your machine's going to work fine, but that's not going to happen. Nope. No. So anyway, these things are made to break, folks.
Well, here's the thing with the appliances today, and it's not just wash machines, it's everything. It's the refrigerators, it's the washers, the dryers, freaking ovens. All of it's made to be this like 5-year rotating that we're buying these things every, 5 to 10 years. It's ridiculous. And so one of the things that like, now, I'm not trying to get too political here, but they're trying to be eco-friendly and all this stuff.
That's the problem with
the H&A,
yep.
and all this stuff. They put on all these rules and restrictions and all these appliance manufacturers, and we get this shit product. And then now, oh yeah, they may be efficient and all this stuff, but now we've got them in the dump 5 years later.
They suck, man. They don't even.
What I'm saying is that we got garbage piling up all over the world of these appliances, just piles and piles of garbage.
Yep.
That's so
not eco-friendly. There is
exactly.
It?
So what where's the balance here? It's okay for us to spend more money to get another one, and it's okay that we when we had one that lasted longer. That's not okay because we need to make it eco-friendly so we can, be better for the earth. But
how many appliances do you think that were just sold during Black Friday?
Oh, millions.
Right? Millions of these things are being replaced, taken out of your homes, and then thrown into these discount things. And you're absolutely right. They're garbage.
Yeah.
And then they're just scrap metal thrown in and piled up. And what do you do with them then? You're right. It's not eco-friendly at all.
It's not. There's no, they don't shred them down, strip them apart, melt them down, all that stuff. They don't do that shit. They just put them in a pile and press on.
Okay, so I'm going to just tell you real quick. So if you have this situation right now, number one washer, number one, and I can understand why, is the Speed Queen. Okay, the Speed Queen, and Speed Queen is the one that's known. If you go into any laundromat, they're the ones in the laundromats. Okay, they are the ones that last the longest. They're more maintenance.
They're made out
friendly.
of metal still.
Yes, and they're made to last. Now they're going to cost you more money, but they are made to last. Now let me tell you the number one front loader. It is the LG Electronics WN4000 HWA. Now,
wait a minute. I just got to stop because that's funny as shit. You're sitting here, all these numbers, the model number and all that stuff. It is this whole thing with the number one and all that stuff. That's all to me is just like consumer bullshit, because
But these are consumer reviews. That's a different one.
But I understand consumer review is getting paid by, XYZ corporation to do reviews on their stuff. So LG's probably put some serious investment to say that they're going to be number one. And
They're
so
still shit, Sean.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're saying is number one, or it's LG, Samsung, whatever it is, Whirlpool, whatever. Whoever you're looking at, it's hard to believe for me today in this world that this is number one. Like, and that's my whole point. It's like,
and I can tell you that it doesn't matter. And I actually agree with you because I tear these things apart and I fix them and they're shit.
Yeah, they're all shit.
So you're going to get 5 years out of this unless you want to go with a higher grade Speed Queen. Now that one, you can look that one up. That one is maintenance. I mean, because it is known for being very reliable.
They're so sturdy.
And they're sturdy and they're made of metal. And that's exactly what.
Yeah, so we agree. Right. Everything other than the metal ones, shit.
All right, brother, let's go to the holiday travel, man. It is in full swing.
Yeah, man. Holiday travel right now. This is the time of the season where it's going to be, everybody needs to plan appropriately. Start, think about what you're doing. Try to de-stress the situation and make sure that you're getting to the airports on time and stuff. We just want to put out some good, smart advice about holiday travel.
Especially with the families, you got to understand something. We understand you guys are traveling with the kids, and it is one of the most frustrating things is to travel. But the most frustrating thing is to get from the house through security.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to plan appropriately. You just don't know. I mean, wherever you're at in the world, we're talking United States here, wherever you're out, you need to call ahead and be like, what's the line like? How early should I get? Do I need to be there 2-3 hours early? I mean, when you get to some of the airports, depending on the size of the airport, it can be 2 to 3 hours to get through security.
But you know why that is?
Why's that?
Because people, they're bring the wrong shit. Now, listen, folks, trust me when I'm telling you this. You're not paying attention what's allowed through TSA security. Let's give a real quick thing, Sean, about, say that you have a water bottle.
Right.
Okay. Are they going to give you the opportunity, say it's your personal, the one that you spent $45 on, $50, say your own personal one, and you got it full of water. Are they going to let you dump it?
Not in most airports.
No, they're not going to let you dump it at all. You're going to have to do one or two things, right? You're going to have to let them throw it away, or you're going to have to go back to the end of the line, check it into your checked luggage, and then get back in line again.
Yeah, you can still get back in line even if you dump it, but you're going to be back in the back of the line.
The back of the line, but they're not going to. You're not going to get. Unless they take it and throw it away.
Right. You're not getting through.
So now this is just one reason why that line's going to get all backed up. Now everybody's waiting because you got this big bottle of water stuck into your bag and it just went through the screening checkpoint. Now the belt stops.
Well, okay. This is also in addition to don't just pick on water. We got the big bottles of shampoo and
hair gel,
and gels, and all that different
colognes.
Stuff that you want. Yeah. K-Way jelly.
You had to go there. Hey, but here's a big one though. Your cologne and perfume.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, folks, I tell you how many times I've seen women absolutely lose their shit because they brought their perfume in there and that perfume cost them $120, $130. And you had to make a decision. Are you going to get it thrown away or are you going to go back there and get it checked?
Right. I mean, perfume and cologne is expensive. And and you get why people get mad about it. But here's the thing that we're trying to get across to you. Plan appropriately. If your containers and stuff are more than 3.4 ounces, it has to be less than that. Okay, that is the max. You got to check it. You got to put it in your check bag.
Yeah, each passenger you get a 1 quart size clear bag to pack them in.
Yeah, and that's all they're going to allow you to get through. So if you don't have that, not only are you delaying everybody else behind you because you didn't plan appropriately. I mean, you're delaying yourself to do this, get onto your holiday vacation.
If you get right through TSA and you get your bags and you go through, just realize this: you were not part of the problem.
Right.
But if you get stopped because of this, you are part of the reason why those security lines are going all the way down the airport.
Yeah. Just plan appropriately. I mean, the number one tip we can give you, get to the airport early, make sure your bags are packed correctly, and make sure, here's a big, really important thing, is that if you use your bag for multi-purpose different things, I don't know, I guess evidently people like to put their guns in their bags and stuff. Check to make sure it's not still in there.
You might be going to jail.
Yeah, I mean, this is you can't.
Or
believe,
ammunition, they do that too.
Yeah, ammunition and knives. I mean, I don't know what these lifestyles are like that people have these in their bag. But I will tell you, just think about what's in your bag before you get to the airport.
You'll get to talk to the police officer if you bring any of that stuff in.
It's definitely going to delay you.
But hey, let's talk about the health part of it. Make sure that there's a couple things. Get up early, get something to eat, and make sure that you're all hydrating. That's a family. That's just not one of you. That's all of you guys. And don't think that coffee's going to do it. Make sure that you get some other liquid other than coffee in you.
Yeah, do everything you're supposed to do. Take your medication that you got to take. Hydrate yourself. Get something to eat. Plan appropriately. Give yourself enough time. What does that all accomplish? De-stresses your situation.
Yeah, because we see people stressed out every single day, going through security on the other side of the security, and then what happens is what happens on board the aircraft. The number one thing that we deal with all the time is when the blood pressure goes up and down.
Oh yeah,
they have big time problems with it.
Yeah, we have. That's the medical emergencies that we encounter. I mean, we get people dehydrated, high blood pressure, all these different things that are setting up all kinds of stuff. But if you do want to do yourself a favor, plan time, give yourself time, and just make it a de-stressed situation. Because by the time that we see them, by the time they've gone through all these different stress points of travel, right? And they get on the plane, and by they come, we can watch you as you're walking. Like, this person knows what they're doing. This person has no fucking clue.
Most relaxed family that you'll see sitting in that airport will be the ones surrounded over a box of Dunkin' Donuts, have been sitting there for 30 minutes waiting for the flight attendants to get there to board. And they're all relaxed and all the kids are having a good time. Parents are having a good time, all because they got there early.
Yeah, because they planned appropriately.
Yeah, you guys take care and make sure that you guys plan appropriately and get to the airport early. Let's talk to the destination, Sean.
Destination, man. This week we're going to talk about Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Man, I love South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina's cool, man. I mean,
if we had a big airport right there, I'd be moved. I'd move right there.
Well, first of all, just the weather. Like we'd change that weather. We'll take that change in weather anytime, right?
Oh my God. It just is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I feel for all the people down in South Carolina that's been affected by these storms lately and all that stuff and going through that hardship right now. Blessings to all those people out there. But Myrtle Beach is one of the iconic places that people go to vacation that are just, it's a beautiful, beautiful beach. They're known for their beaches.
Beaches, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they're known for that the boardwalk that's there. They have that iconic sky wheel that's on the right there next to the boardwalk.
Yeah, they have tons of family attractions.
Oh yeah, family attractions. Broadway on the beach is what they call it, and all that is part of the Grand Strand. And I'm not saying grandstand; it's called the Grand Strand. It's a 60-mile stretch of beaches along the Atlantic Oceans that what blows my mind, because I'm a big golfer, and if you're a golfer, golf mecca. There's 80 golf courses along this 60-mile stretch of beaches. So lots of golf down there. So
that's your golf heaven right there.
Yeah, man, golf heaven. Good weather, good golf courses. Come on, you can't go wrong there.
Don't they have a big bike week there?
Oh yeah, bike week in Myrtle Beach. Big.
When is
huge. May 9th through the 18th of next year, 2025. They're anticipating 300,000 visitors.
Man, that's a ton.
Man, I don't even know if I want to be there. I mean, that's a lot of bikers, a lot of shit can happen, man.
That's true. It depends on what kind of bikers you get there, right?
Right. I got to imagine there's, I'd love to hear the podcast of the police force down there. What happens during bike week.
Hey, they got a country fest down there too, right?
Yeah, the Country Festival, June 5th through the 8th of next year. Quite the lineup, man. I mean, it's huge. I mean, this thing goes on 5th through the 8th. Jelly Roll, Kid Rock, Lanny Wilson, Rascal Flatts, all kinds of performers are coming there.
Oh my God, I would love that. That'd be great.
Dude, I mean, just to be able to be in a venue that, I mean, all those festivals, all those like music festivals and stuff that happen, they're fantastic. To be able to see all those performers in one thing. I mean, it's not a Tay show, but you know.
You'd see me there before you see me at Tay. That's for darn sure. Hey, but listen, they got this one little cantina place inside the airport.
Yeah.
It's known with the locals. What's the name of that place?
I don't know what the name of it. What is the name of it?
Nacho Hippo Cantina Maxima.
Say that again 3 times.
Nacho Hippo Cantina Maxima.
Yeah, man. It sounds like a really cool little place, a little cantina in the airport. You know, we're going to try to each week throw some food destinations to the airports around our podcast, just so that people have some places that we recommend in different airports. There is quite a bit of airports out there that are really doing a really good job of upping their game on different venues of food and stuff there. So.
But that Nacho Hippo, they're known for their Tex-Mex. So I love that food.
Yeah, Tex-Mex. You can't go wrong with that, man.
You can't go wrong with chips and salsa ever. You know, when you go eat Mexican food, isn't it funny? You'll sit there and you eat chips and salsa for almost the whole time, and then the meal comes, you're almost full.
Yeah, it's like crazy, man. It's in my favorite little place in our local area is this place, Mucho Bueno. Mucho Bueno is like, I love it, man. We stop there constantly, but it's a staple. Like I can always get a good Mexican meal there.
You know, I just think it's funny every time we go eat Mexican that I'm always taking my meal home because I eat so many damn chips.
Well, they give you a lot of food. Most of the places give you a lot of food. So,
all right. So Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's the destination. Check it out. I mean, millions of people have been there, but that's a fantastic place to visit in the United States. So, G, what's the quote today in this up here?
I love this quote. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Put up with the rain.
I like that.
Yeah, man. You got to, you got to get through that storm, man, to get to the freaking rainbow, right?
Exactly. So, and to get you your book, I got to go to Amazon.
Yeah, everybody go out there. Check out my new pickleball.
Check his book out, guys. I mean, it's gonna be cool. Pickleball for everyone. All right, Sean, had a great time this week. Everybody, you guys take care. A lot of fun talking.
Yeah, lots of fun. We'll see you next week here on Cabin Pressure.
See you on Cabin Pressure, guys. See you.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Cabin Pressure with Sean and G. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Then share us with just one friend. Now go out and live a happier, healthier, and more productive life.